If I talk about sustainability and the journey of sustainability, I think the biggest thing is it's easier said than done. Okay, but it's about trying to understand how the different components of soil, agriculture, and then I differentiate between soil and agriculture because I think the sustainability component of soil can take place without agriculture. And the destruction of soil can take place with agriculture. And it's that integration of soil health, agriculture, and community. How do you bring that all together? And what we're looking to do is share that. That's the hospitality side of it. Because so often you can have great agriculture happening, but how do you show it off? We're really blessed at Boschendal in that, one, we are well known. We've got an amazing landscape to work with, and people come here. And so it was just a great opportunity to bring agriculture and hospitality and to showcase what we're trying to do. Boschendal, well before I arrived, was very focused on alien clearing. A guy called Andre Lambrecht, he's been at the forefront of alien clearing on this farm. We have about 1,000 hectares of cleared aliens and sort of natural fynbos. But there are still a lot of areas on this farm. So we have gone into, let's call it, a second phase of alien clearing. And what is amazing about alien clearing is once, literally as you start taking the trees down, the water starts to come. I mean, we're coming out of quite a dry winter. We are coming into the middle of our summer. Water wasn't running. We've taken down about 5 hectares of aliens. And the water, it just comes up. Now, this is most definitely not a glamour project. I think our model is around making a successful, economically successful agricultural project, linking that in with an economically successful hospitality project. Okay, I think small farms are not economically viable. Okay, unless it's high intensity agriculture, so under tunnels, etc. This is a large farm. And it's just too large a farm for it to be an ego project. It is a project that has to be economically viable, and that's not just for the return on the investor, not just for the investor's return, but for the community return. If we are not sustainable economically, then we're not going to be around for a long time. So our business model is very much set up about being economically sustainable. If you're a farmer, your primary responsibility is to educate your farm workers, make them part of your process, and try and instill a love of agriculture as a career. In other words, if you're going to enter agriculture, you enter in at a basic level as this is called a hard labourer. Where do you go from there? How do you grow? Or is that your career for the next 40 years? And I think agriculture has got so many opportunities in terms of careers that I would say that farmers' main responsibility is to create careers in agriculture. The whole industry, from agriculture, supermarkets through to the end consumer, there should be some form of levy throughout the process that goes back to the farmer for the very specific purpose of uplifting farm workers. It's not a load that I believe farmers carry alone. We have learned that people given an opportunity can really surprise you. Okay? Don't box people. Don't put them in a box and say, well, you've been working in a field for 20 years, therefore expect them to work in the field for the next 10 years. Identify people who've got drive, and those people are there. If somebody has a great business idea, or we identify a business idea and we can then find a person to run it, what we will do is that we will provide all the back office work. We'll provide the mentorship in terms of training a young business guy. We will try and provide the first market. What I mean by that is, let's just take our egg project, for example. You've got a young guy, Rico, fantastically driven young man. We said to him, right, if you set up a project on our farm, we will be your first customer. We'll buy your eggs. Okay, that allows them, and we will look after your back office. We'll make sure your VAT registration, we'll make sure your tax returns are done. You go out there and enjoy doing business. Okay, and that's what we try and do in the early stages. And then once that business establishes itself, then you start to bring that business person into managing some of their own back office, understanding the complexities behind business. But as a starting point, we just try and create a safe space for them to develop out their business. We don't believe in handouts. It's short term. Our model is all around creating sustainability, and that means that when we're not here, that business can continue. That's important.